like a couple weeks. I don't know what
Yeah,
you
so it
switched.
was
I don't
like
know. It was when we were trying to do like private match shit,
no, so it
or it
was a while
was.
ago.
Yeah.
It was like my computer had an update,
Mhm.
and then I came back and went through my, like, stream settings, and
And
none
they
of
were
my
all
mics would
different.
work, everything
Yeah.
was just locked, and so it was, like, trying to check and see what was going on, like, I even went so far as, like, I cleaned out my PC because there was, like, a bunch of dust on it, so I was
Yeah,
trying to, like,
yeah,
clean
yeah.
that out, thinking that might help it. Um, but I don't know, I think it honestly could be as simple as this new Windows update is shit. Like, ever since I had this update, it's been, like, terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
it's
even know if I've done some of the updates, honestly.
like, my Discord app won't load anymore, it just, like,
Is it
goes
still not loading?
oh, it doesn't. If I'm on Discord with the boys, I'm on the website.
Really?
Yeah, bro, it will not load. Like, I'll try to load it right now if I'm on stream.
Might as well, sure.
If it's not
Maybe you need to
recording.
do a Astro mix. Maybe there's a update for the mix amp itself.
Maybe.
See, me personally, like I once I had my shit set, I will never touch anything again. I will not.
No, I wouldn't touch
I
my
can't do it.
devices.
Like I, I'm
No, I'm not
not.
one of those guys that's, like, constantly going through
Yeah,
trying to
trying to
optimize,
opt.
like, if it
Yeah,
worked, I'm like, "Hey, I'm not
it
touching this
works.
shit."
I'm leaving that shit alone because there's no way.
Yeah. I'm
There's
like, I
no
don't
way I'm going in there. I'm about to mess up my perfect system I have. Maybe that's why it's on the Morse code settings and it's just working for me right now.
Yeah, I think it figures you out. Like, I had mine on those Morse codes, and then, like, it wasn't working, so I had to switch it, and then it won't go back to that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. But, yeah, I'm trying to load Discord right now, and it will not load. It
What
just
is it?
gives me a gray screen.
Just gives you a full gray, huh?
Like,
And you've
watch.
tried to like
Watch, I'll show the stream or show the a podcast what we're looking
tried
at
to
here.
re-up the app and everything and all that?
Yeah, this is just what pops up.
Damn. And no one has an answer on Reddit?
No.
That's
I
possible.
looked through 3 YouTube videos. There was one YouTube video that had 16 solutions to fix your Discord. I did all 16 and not one of them worked. I have
16?
16. I've deleted the app, I have deleted the cache, I've
Yep.
reinstalled the app through the
What?
website, that didn't work.
What?
Deleted those, then went through on the Windows Store, installed it through there. That actually got the updates 6 out of 6, and then it just goes to this.
Huh.
Just a waste of a
Well,
program. So yeah,
it was a good season.
this was
I got
season.
another I have a thing that I can send you it's I literally just googled disc what did I google? Discord picking up game audio fixed. And there are let me see how many steps are in this thing.
16?
1, 2, 3, or different options.
Okay.
1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5,
What?
6, 7.
What?
There's 7 different answers.
Okay.
You could set your audio input and output devices on Discord. Well, you don't even have Discord anymore, so this none of this shit might
Scratch
work.
that.
This is the one that looked interesting was disable stereo mix in your computer's audio settings. Check your audio jack plug-in. Yeah, this one this one
That one
might
might
be
be the
your
winner.
headset thing. If you have a
Yeah.
USB connector for your audio devices, make sure they're plugged into the CPU and not the keyboard, or just plugged in at all, maybe. Like,
Yeah, it's not plugged in, so it doesn't
try
pick that
plugging your
stereo.
headphone and speakers into other audio jacks. Maybe your actual mix amp, how you plug it in the back of the computer, maybe just putting it in a different USB
Hey, I'm
section
down to try
maybe could do
anything.
some shit. Yeah, and then
I'll
all the
try it.
other stuff is like like going into the actual microphone settings in your properties in your control panel
Jeez.
and like looking at update your sound drivers, stuff.
Now
Disable
we're
audio output drivers.
dude, now we're getting into some Matrix shit.
Uninstall and reinstall Discord. Tried that, bud.
Tried it 1, 2, 3.
Did you actually go into apps and features, type in Discord, select Discord, and then like
Yes.
hit like you did the whole task manager bullshit?
I actually went a step further. I went through the run command, pulled up
Yeah,
Discord, deleted everything, including the source file, deleted the
yeah,
cache from it, and then
yeah,
redid the whole thing.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
this is one of the steps. This was the final step.
Oh shit.
This was the final option. This guy's
This
like,
is the last straw.
open your run, type in percent local app data, click
Yeah.
OK. Yeah, the whole bullshit.
Yeah.
Go into your local file,
Yeah.
delete it.
Yeah. All
Download
that
and
for sure.
install Discord by the following instructions.
I'll do anything except for maybe cut a limb off to get my Discord to work right. So
So this all went shit after the Windows update, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a fix. Maybe there's a Windows update fix coming or some shit.
dude, man, wouldn't that be nice?
You gotta hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we've been fucking around, people. We been some audio problems, been some, you know, just
I,
there's always some stoogery happening, and we don't
oh,
have answers.
I think the best part was though I've had people in my stream not telling me that it sounds like shit, so I have no
Yeah,
clue.
like thanks for nothing.
Like I
Because I pulled up your stream because I'm typically not watching your stream because we're either streaming at the same time
yeah,
or whatever. So I pulled up the one from
probably a couple days ago.
2 nights ago when I wasn't streaming and you did stream, and I listened, I'm like, "Why does his audio sound insane?" I don't know if you've gone back and watched that one from
No, I
2 nights
haven't.
ago. Go back and just listen to what your game audio sounds like. It sounds crazy. I'm like, "This guy sounds like he's in war." Like, everything is loud, but, like, robotically loud, and I was watching it, and then Corb was like, "Are you hearing this?" I'm like, "Yeah, this shit don't sound right." But I think we definitely fixed that,
We fixed that for sure.
because that sounded even better yesterday, I think.
Yeah, it did. No, I
Y
listened to that one back
Yeah.
before I went to sleep, and I was like, okay, that's reasonable. Like my voice was quieter
Yeah.
than my game volume, but I was like, okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound robotic-y.
Yeah, no, it was
Nah,
better.
I appreciate the heads up from fucking Corb. Like that,
Yeah.
like where you on that one, dipshit?
Yeah, thanks for nothing.
Like,
But yeah,
all the
you
Corb.
know, we're just trying to be as optimized as we can, you know, ranked is out,
Yeah,
and
I'm
the boys
just
gotta be buzzing.
like I am a stooge at heart, and I know that, but like I try to not be too stoogey. You know what I mean? Like keep the stoogery to a
Sure.
reasonable level, because
Yeah, right
then we enter a Theo Vaughn
yeah,
level,
then
and
we get
that's
bad.
oh,
Yeah, right now I'm looking at the ranked play server. We got Blicky, Jake, Nate,
but
and
but
Randizzle.
but but
Probably getting slammed.
yeah.
I feel like I don't start getting turned until, like, the end. Like, I feel like I
Oh,
start
facts.
crying, and then I'm like 12:30, I'm going to sleep. Like, got shit to do in
Can't
the
do
morning.
this. Gotta get up and train these
I
kids,
can't
man.
go till 3 AM.
Bro, I just love when you try like so if I can't play with the four-man group, I gotta just run some solos to, like, keep
Yeah.
my SR going, so, like, when I can keep up with the boys.
Yeah, facts.
Bro, and it is the funniest shit ever last night, like, just the amount of brain dead people I played with, like, we're playing control,
Just
we got
idiots.
4 down if you got 4 down, what are you doing if you're on defense?
Yeah.
You're running to the spawn.
Yeah.
You're gonna try spawn kill. I get, like, 3 spawn kills, and my teammate types in the chat, "Your ass, go to a different game mode." I'm like, "Brother, like, you
Thanks.
just don't know how to play the game, I'm sorry."
Oh, no.
But
Got an update. EP, they have lost once again. They lost to
ah,
Upland 1-0 tonight. That
not the
is
goose.
1-0.
Oh,
They have scored, they've played 19 games. They've scored 17 goals. So
I mean, is it Damie over?
they're on a 10-game losing streak.
Oh, where
I
those
just saw him
beats
today.
start
He's like,
lying.
we're gonna make the run to make CF. We're not making the run.
So we should just
But
say the
he's gonna come in.
same
We might hear from him
old
later, and he's gonna say, "Bro, I swear we
nah.
had it. Everyone trolled."
We just started this is the same old
Same old,
Spartans.
same old.
And I know it hurts
At
because I
least they
chose
didn't
them
get
on it.
slammed. So now
Nah,
their next game, they play Wednesday against Chino Hills. They lost to them 5-0 earlier. Then they
jeez.
play Rancho. No, then they play Osos. They lost that one 4-1. Then they play Rancho. They lost that one 6-2.
Who have we beaten this year?
No
Let's
one.
start with some real.
We have beaten Walnut 3-1. We've beaten Los Altos 3-1,
All right.
and we beat Glendora 2-1. So even Glendora lost to them.
We're shit. We're even
That's
worse
how
than you
shit
guys.
Glendora is. Let me see. Let me see. Is the girls' score updated? We might
That
as well.
is
Yeah,
that
it's
is
not looking good.
I mean, we might have to have like I mean, he's gonna be our future intern, so we gotta have like a one-on-one interview. Like, look, I know it's always like not your fault, but at the same time, like, what can we do to not lose? You know what I mean? Like, what can we?
The girls lost 1-0 too.
Oh
Oh, it's
shit!
just a full collapse.
Nobody can can hit the pipes, huh?
They had lost to them 2-0. Now they lost 1-0. That's tough. You hate to
They
see
lost.
that.
Yeah, you do.
That's how it goes sometimes.
I mean, this guy is, in my chat talking shit at like 11:30. Maybe you should be getting some sleep,
Maybe we should be resting up
catching
for the
some
big
Z,
game.
watching some film, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, doing something productive.
Yeah, maybe playing some FIFA. Getting
I
the
know, even that would
getting
help probably.
the defense set up.
It's not the worst idea ever.
I mean,
See if
hey.
the basketball I'm pretty sure the basketball team probably won.
I mean, I'm sure there are some offensive coordinators who
It
get their
did,
points
but
off that.
basketball at least won 80 to 44.
Okay.
Like that, gentlemen. That's good stuff.
Yeah, that's what we love.
I don't
That's what we
think
love to
I
say.
don't think the girls basketball team is cooking up anything good though. Just put it that way.
So is Damian like a 3-point shooting team like the Golden State Warriors, or do you guys play actual basketball?
Got a 1 7-footer and then a bunch of guards around him.
Oh, that's all you need.
Mhm.
So you're basically the Spurs. You got Victor
So they've
Wembanyama.
lost 3. I think they've lost 4 games. They lost to Roosevelt, who's top 5 in the state.
Right.
They lost to Salesian, who's top 5 in the state. Lost to
Okay.
Etowanda, who's always good, and
Yeah.
lost to Trolley one beginning of the year, something like that.
Jeez.
Cheese game.
I mean,
Wow, the girls won last week.
okay.
Okay, they played Etowanda a couple days
Okay.
ago, 85 to 8. Got
Basketball?
slammed. Yeah, got slammed. Lost to Rancho, 102 to 25.
Oh, Jesus.
Lost to Oso, 64 to 5
Did you say 122 to 5?
to 25.
Oh, yeah.
Lost to Chino Hills, 66 to 5. Yeah, they played Etowanda probably could have won 200 to 0. They have the number 1 5-star girl commit who's going to SC next year on their team.
Okay.
So they probably could have won by 1,000 points if they won.
Wait,
At half, it was 60 to 6.
do you get can you see the field goal percentage and shit for these games? Like, do they have that?
Not like all of it.
I mean, are we we got to be shooting sub 10?
We ain't shooting
It's
much, I'd say.
25.
I mean, we're shooting
I mean, is our defense just terrible,
14.
or
No, I
we
mean,
just
it's
hit
just like
numbers?
it's just not fair, really.
Okay, just an
They
elite.
don't we don't got the pieces.
I got you. So
We
it's
ain't
like,
got the bodies.
yeah. Well,
But, hey, we'll try our best. All you can do.
show up every day.
Yeah.
Day by day, by day.
Yeah, so, tough day for the old sporting teams, but hey, we move. We move.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mean,
hey,
might as
where
well
should
get into
where should
recap
we
the
go?
football weekend.
Yeah, facts.
Let me pull up. I'm trying to remember which game was first.
I'll just pull up our,
Oh, little picks. I
Cubs
mean, the
picks.
boys are seeing the
I
field.
mean,
You know. I mean,
for a couple of them, it was looking like, who knows how it's gonna go.
oh man. I mean,
But
I think Bills have
really, it was
changed
the
the
Packers
past for
one,
sure.
and yeah, let's start Lions Bucks. I mean let's start Lions
Let's do line
Bucks. We'll
bugs.
start on the right. Um, it was kind of close for a little bit, but I never felt like the Bucks were gonna win. Like it was one of those games
Yeah.
where it's like,
How many times can you really throw it to Mike Evans
how
when
many
you
times
bailed
until
out?
this thing kind of like
Yeah.
runs its course? And that's exactly what happened. They kind of just ran out of steam at the end. Um, but it was a pretty solid. All the games, I mean, besides like the Ravens Texans game kind of got out of hand, but they were all close at half. Um,
Yeah, they were all
it
pretty
was
close.
much better weekend like for close game viewing than the wild card
Oh
weekend, that's for
man.
sure. Wild card weekends were kind of just a bunch of blowouts.
Yeah.
Basically blowout city.
Yeah, I mean, if you and it was one of those you pick the other side. Like we picked the Browns, and we're like, man, do we
Yeah.
just not know football? Like,
Yeah.
kind of 45-10.
We're not looking good here. Like, come on.
I look like a shitter. I believe
Looking
DP.
like an
What am I doing?
looking like an idiot.
I'm like a big dumb dipshit. I mean,
Yeah.
Baker did exactly what we thought he was gonna do. Like he threw for 349, uh, 3
Mhm.
touchdowns, but those 2 picks were costly. Um, 4 sacks was really, really tough. I gotta give credit to the defensive
Yeah.
line for the Lions. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson finally got into one-on-one situations, which he hasn't had probably this entire year,
Yeah.
and he's made the most. But I think they said in the playoffs he has 12 sacks, or is it 8? It might be 8 actually. Sorry, 8 in the playoffs, and that's I think they were talking on the Pat McAfee show. I think that's 2
I don't
more.
know that stat, but I know like he had 4 interceptions and 20 plus tackles for loss. I don't know, some like stat of like he's the only person ever to do it or something. Basically balling.
Yeah, he's a dog. Maybe he doesn't have it. I don't remember.
He's
He's
got
doing good.
something. He's doing all
He's doing
right.
good, alright? What do you want
He's
from him?
doing just fine.
Yeah, and then, I mean, it must be hard to see CJ Gardner-Johnson doing his thing because
Yeah, would have been nice to have him. But
yeah.
apparently, like we offered him a better deal, I think, than what Detroit ended up doing. Like, we offered him a deal, and then he said, "Oh, that's not enough," and then realized that nobody else was going to give him a deal, and the Eagles had already moved on, and then so he's like, "Oh shit, now I have to be on a team," and then took less to then go to Detroit. Obviously, a smart move on his part, but it's like, brother, you could have just stayed in Philly and got more bread out of it. But okay, fair enough.
Man.
Would have
You
been
know
nice
what
to have
happened was
him.
MCDC walked up, fucking Chaw on one side and a Red Bull. "We'll be a Detroit man."
Yeah, basically, and
What a
about that
simple.
game, like it was just like they're so good at like tip ball, you're gonna get an interception. It's what the Eagles had all last year. It's like any tip ball, you get a pick or
Yeah, that
anything. Like that's what the Lions are on right now. They're on this like run of
destiny.
the plays are happening how they need them
Yeah,
to. Like it's just you
they're
get a
being
strip sack,
opportunistic
you
for
get a
sure.
this, you get a tip, and it's like anytime there's a tip ball, I feel like it should be a pick every time.
Yeah.
But like some teams it just doesn't fall for them, and some teams it does. So
Yeah, I think
um,
that's more of a mentality though, because there's certain defenses that you see when that ball's tipped, they're all going for it, and there's
yeah.
certain teams like it's not a priority. They're like,
And
"All
I
right, this."
know some teams like I'm pretty sure the Lions play more zone
Yeah, they do.
than other teams. So obviously, if you're playing a zone, your eyes are on the quarterback or on a receiver in front of you. So you're gonna see that ball go up in there. Teams that'll play more man,
Yeah, you gotta get a good
you're
tip.
you're you're not really when the ball is tipped, you're locked up man to man. You're not looking for that ball. So
Yeah.
it's a little tougher to get those tipped interceptions. But all in all, good game. Lions in the NFC Championship game. First time they were in there in '93, right? They had made the NFC Championship in the '90s, early '90s.
Yeah, before we were
They were
born.
obviously not like it wasn't a home. They
Yeah,
weren't
it wasn't
rolling
away
off home
game,
games, but they had been there. Basically, someone said like even the Lions have been back to the NFC Championship game before the
but
Cowboys have,
Cowboys.
which is insane.
I mean, I was gonna throw
So
something about
crazy.
that into Twitter, but I was like, like, do I really want to kick them while they're down? I mean, I kind of did.
I kind of do, but like
I
they,
love
they get the
kicking some
point.
Cowboys fans. I just
That's
I just love going
hilarious.
up to them. Are you we them boys still? Like, what are we?
We them boys.
Them boys. The big question I had with Tampa Bay's strategy was why in the world would we keep Devin White off the field? Like,
Yeah.
that is the
I just don't
fastest
think
linebacker.
they
Like, it just didn't.
I don't think they blitzed enough. Like,
No, Todd Bowles did not blitz enough for
yeah,
sure.
man, you got to get out. I know their O line's good, but that's your only chance to like rattle.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, we
you
saw
got to rattle them.
Goff almost had a very critical error near down in the red zone.
Mhm.
He should have thrown a pick on the corner route.
Yep.
It's like, okay, against San Francisco, you cannot get away with that.
It's the same thing. Like,
To be
I don't
smart.
know if we want to like transition. It's the exact same thing from 49ers Packers.
Oh my god. Okay, no,
Like
we need
they,
that.
like they, Purdy was giving it. He was giving you the game. They
Oh
dropped the pick six early. Maybe it wouldn't have been a pick six, but it's at least a pick.
my, right.
Then another one right into your hands. You drop it. Like if you're the lesser team,
You gotta catch those.
like
Gotta put
or at
those in.
least less talented, you have to make the plays. You can't keep giving these guys chances because eventually you miss a field goal, you miss a fourth down. And I still thought the Packers could win, but in my mind, I tweeted it out. Once they did not get the 4th and 1 sneak, I said this game's over. Because you have to those things have to go your way when you're playing a team that has so many good players.
Yeah.
Like you have to get those because coming away with no points when you could be up 10-0, and then it goes 7-3 and you're losing, you're like, "Wait, what just happened?" Like
Yeah.
we were about to blow the doors off these guys and now we're losing.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like for about at least 3 quarters that the Packers were the better football team. Um, I saw a very wild take on, a couple different sports shows today.
Mhm.
Um, there were a couple people saying that, Brock Purdy the new definition of playing well, like playing a great game is just winning the game. So I guess we should just stop recording quarterback stats because if the only thing that matters is a W, then like
Yeah.
who gives a shit? I mean, he just showed his youth. It's not rocket science. He looked pretty inept for the first 3 quarters. He couldn't throw the ball correctly. He was instead of like finishing a throw and throwing it like with authority, like you just flip it
Yeah.
and let it roll. He was trying to guide it, which is why he was missing high, missing low. Like he was trying to put it on
Yeah,
like a
there were like a handful of drop. They had, I think, saw 4 drops, but there were a lot of
yeah,
misses. Like he whiffed
a
big
lot.
time on a few that could have been costly. Packers did not.
Didn't make him pay for it.
Didn't make him pay. Now, like the Niners are good enough to where that
They
those
can weather
things
that
can
storm.
happen and they can still win. Like how many all pros can you put on? Like my thing is how many all pros can you put on one team and lose? Like if they lose, there's no
Well,
reason
how?
why they shouldn't win. Like
They have too
with
much
the
talent.
players that they have. Now, I think people are justifiably hard on Purdy. I think hard's the wrong word. Like he is in his second year. So that is always tough. Now he's got great players around him, so then you have to like balance that out. It's like it's a second year QB who was drafted in the 7th round. So like you can
Yeah.
only expect so much, but he also has the best team ever assembled around him.
Well, I think it
Got
also
McCaffrey, Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, all
right,
those
right.
guys, and it's like Trent Williams, Hall of Fame left tackle. You're like, okay, should probably be able to be okay.
Yeah, I think the reason why the criticism is warranted is because everyone was throwing this guy in as like, is he the MVP of the league? And that's where it's like, okay, if I'm gonna measure you by a second year, 7th round quarterback, he's doing
Yeah,
phenomenal. But if I'm measuring you from an MVP standard,
right.
I have to measure you the same as like a Patrick Mahomes, a
Yep.
Lamar Jackson, a Josh Allen. Like I have to do that. And I don't I mean, I'll even go to a pocket passer. I have to evaluate you like a Matt Stafford. I have to evaluate you like an
Hmm.
Aaron Rodgers, a Tom Brady, like a Peyton Manning. Like those, if you're saying MVP caliber quarterback, those are the guys that you get compared to.
Yeah.
And he's doing great for a second year. Like you said, they have a team stacked full of
They're
all
great.
pros.
Yeah,
Like
they
they're
they have.
just a collection. It's like
I almost feel like do they? So this is the second year, right? So they have basically 2 more years after this one,
right.
and then you have to pay him more than you're basically paying him minimum wage right now.
Yeah.
Like he's on the cheapest deal that you can give a player because that was drafted. Obviously, you can give an undrafted guy more technically, but like a
Right.
drafted guy, like he's the last pick, so he's getting the least amount of compensation. That's why
Right.
you can stack the deck like this. So if it doesn't like work, or even next year, like I don't know what their cap situation is, but like I don't know how you can. It shouldn't be possible that you can pay all these guys. I don't know if you can finesse
Someone's got to, like, somebody's got to go.
you're gonna be able to keep
Christian,
Armstead, Hargrave, Bosa, Chase Young, Fred Warner, Greenlaw. Like they're surely not. Maybe I'm not looking at. I'm not the like freaking cap guru.
I mean, unless you're gonna sign people to like $38 million bonuses and then make their salary like a mill,
Yeah, I don't know.
you do that. I'm gonna throw out a hot take for the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah,
You remember the USC back in 2005 had this all-star stacked roster, and you had Matt Leinart who like looked good, but we all kind of knew like, I mean,
yeah.
I dare say they're doing the same thing with Purdy. He's got a team full of all-stars.
Mhm.
He just throws the ball in the general vicinity, they'll make a play. Like he threw some pretty bad balls, like the one to Ayuk over the middle of the post.
Yeah,
Man, that dude scooped that thing. Like
yeah,
that should not be a catch based on where the quarterback throws it.
yeah.
But
So I'm looking at their cap.
I just can't imagine like
Their cap space for going into next year is like 1 million. So no cap space. They can't do shit.
no cap
Um,
for that.
Now they might not need to do shit because they just keep you just roll it through again. Purdy's getting paid $985,000.
Still a lot of money though when you think about it.
Basically 1 million is his cap hit. Um, I don't know what.
Isn't that kind of astounding though that like in sports terms like $1 million is cheap?
So this is what they're gonna have to like. Not a lot of people are free agents next year. So, Randy Gregory, free agent. Chase
Probably.
Young, free agent. Kinlaw, free agent. Then like the safety, Gibson, like couple like lower level guys. So it's not going to be all doom and gloom next year. I
Wasn't
don't know
Logan Ryan
what.
on a 1 year?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Matt Pryor, Juwan Jennings, going to be a free agent. So like the big guys, obviously Chase Young. I don't know how they're gonna like finesse that one, but
I think he's just a rental. I think you just got him for the Super Bowl run, and if it doesn't pan out, I mean, you can't pay him, I don't think.
yeah. So like everyone, yeah, everyone else expires in 2025. Mean the next, like not this season, the following season they're good. Yeah. So like that 2025 season.
Things get interesting.
Yeah, after next year. So like these are kind of the two big years. So the free agents are going to be Armstead, Charvarius Ward, Greenlaw, Ayuk, Odom, Banks, Isaiah Oliver, Ambry Thomas, McKivitz, Diamador Lenore, Hufunga, Elijah Mitchell, all those guys. So they're going to have Kittle, Debo, McCaffrey, Juszczyk until 2026. So they're good with those guys, and then obviously Purdy, Trent Williams. They have Trent Williams, Fred Warner, and Hargrave locked up till 2027, and then a couple other guys. But like, you're gonna have to decide like some of your guys who might not be your superstars, but are key depth pieces. You know, your Armstead, Charvarius Ward's really good, Greenlaw and Ayuk,
Yeah.
Lenore, who's like he's right now he's one of the top corners. He's on a rookie deal. Ufunga was Pro Bowler, right? He's on
Yeah.
a rookie deal. Elijah Mitchell, your backup running back, on a rookie deal. So McKivitz is on $2 million. He's only 27 years old. He might want a big one.
Yeah.
Ambry Thomas is on a rookie deal. Yeah, Ayuk is still on his. I mean, he's getting $3 million a year. I don't know if he had an extension or this is only his third year, so he's on a lower deal. Greenlaw's only on $8 million. He's gonna want more. Gonna get weird. Just put it that way.
Yeah.
I could say that for a lot of teams, but I think more specifically this team because everyone knew what they were trying to do. They were trying to load up. So like if it doesn't work,
You got one more chance.
they could be you got next year,
And then if you can
and
make some cap
then it's
thing.
gonna get a little harder. You could still do it because you got your big pieces, but it's an older Kittle, an older Debo, an older McCaffrey.
Yeah,
Maybe
this is
and
these are
an older Trent Williams. Like I don't know how long Trent Williams can go. He's oldish.
Mhm.
Then once you got to pay Purdy, then it's like okay, we're on full rebuild mode. So
See, but that's the big question though. Are they banking on the fact that, like, let's say they don't get it done these 2 years. You're banking on the fact that Brock Purdy is the guy that you're thinking he is. So you pay him and you're like, all right, he's good enough now to where we can kind of give
yeah,
him some auxiliary pieces and work.
that's what's the interesting thing's gonna be. And I don't think
Interesting.
he is.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
he
didn't
can
think
end
about
up
that.
being that. I don't think he can,
I don't think so. He just like
but
I don't know. I mean,
maybe.
I don't
Maybe.
know about you, but if sometimes I'll see a quarterback and on the field, and I'm like, all right, that dude's got like the killer instinct. Like he's got that it factor. Like he knows how to finish a
Yeah.
game. He knows how to step on a team's neck. I just don't see that from Purdy.
Yeah, neither do I really, like and even with Shanahan, like, I know he's had a bunch of different quarterbacks, but he was 0-30 when down by 5 points in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and those should be
That's
games
pretty
that you win.
insane knowing at least even this year, I know the season ended poorly, but, like, the Eagles, how many times were they down 10 plus or whatever and
And
come
came
back and
back.
win in the 4th? Like, pretty insane that he was 0-30. Now they finally got one. But, I mean, eventually you're gonna get one, hopefully.
Yeah, but it took him to go against the youngest team in the playoffs to get that first win. Like a 5-point game is a one-score game. If you're losing every one-score game,
Yeah.
I gotta start questioning some things. Like, especially like with this roster. If he would
I
have
mean
lost to the Packers,
I think the Packers game still showed that, and I've been saying it the whole year. This is how you beat the 49ers. You have to go out in front.
get the ball.
It's
Yep.
why I liked what the Packers did. They took the ball. Now they only got 3,
But you still
and
put
then
them
they
down.
probably should have been up 10. Like if they would have went up 10 zip, that's the perfect. Like that's how you do it. It's what the Eagles didn't do in the regular season game. They
Oh my
scored
god.
2 field goals when it could have been 14-zip, and now Niners go down and score at 7-6. You're like, wait, we really haven't done shit. It's basically 0-0 now, and we got 2 stops, and it doesn't matter because you don't get 7 points. That's how you beat the 49ers. Like, you have to get out in front of them.
Yeah.
And then you kind of make them tweak. And Purdy's got to throw more. And the route concepts are a little more structured
action's
because you're
not
not,
there anymore.
you're not doing the play action that can scheme guys open. You have to kind of play straight up and catch a shotgun snap and let's see what's up. Now, yeah, I guess we'll talk about it later in the week when we
Yeah,
look
right,
kind of
right.
go in depth about the Niners-Lions game. I don't know. The Niners, I feel like the Lions are on defense are a bad matchup because like
Yeah.
their
I just
secondary struggles.
Yeah, there is a chance that Hutchinson could get loose though. Like they're starting to come
Maybe.
alive as far as that goes.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll see.
but then you got to think of the matchup versus, can that Niners defense stop this high-powered
Mhm.
Lions offense? Like they can do a lot of things, but we'll break into that more
Yeah.
on our Friday
Yeah,
episode.
we can go to Ravens, Texans. This one was fun for a little bit, and then
Lamar was done.
yeah, kind of just Lamar said, "Yeah, we're gonna win this one, buddy."
Yeah.
You can go ahead and sit down. Um,
I mean, CJ and the boys played really well in the first half.
mhm.
Um, you could tell that the Ravens were rusty with that 3 weeks off, which
Yep.
is why I kind of question, even though I know that the number 1 seed has won both of their games, I
Yeah,
question
look a
whether
little
it
rusty.
really I
How much
question
it
whether it is
matters.
real good, like, whether it is, like, an advantage.
Yeah.
Because I don't play for 3 weeks.
Yep.
So then I come out and I'm a little rusty, and they've just played their game last week, so they're still
Yep.
firing, so, but I mean, they did what they could. Baltimore's defense is just scary good. They got athletes
Yeah.
everywhere.
They're
Roquan Smith, Patrick
they
Queen
fly
are
around
the
for
best
sure.
linebackers.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
fly
and
around.
then they wanna put a thump on you in a league where it's
They
all
want to beat the
soft.
shit out of you.
Yeah, they wanna fuck you up. They wanna take your lunch money. Um, I don't really know. I mean, Nico Collins tried his best, 10 targets was tough though.
They're just
About
young.
5
I feel like
68, yeah.
I want to say this because it sounds like cool. It might never happen, but I feel like we're destined in the next 5 years for a Texans versus Packers Super Bowl.
I
You
can see it.
say that, and then it like
If both teams can stay healthy and there's not
maybe, but it's
catastrophic
so
injury.
hard. Like you're gonna have still another 5 years of Mahomes and Josh Allen and Lamar. So I'd like to say like, yeah, these guys are the next ones up, and then it's like, are they? You never know. Like
Yeah.
the Texans or the Titans were the 1 seed 2 seasons ago, basically, and now they're fired their head coach. Like you never know. The Eagles were in the Super Bowl season ago and almost fired their head coach, and they still went 11-6. You like, it's so
Yeah.
crazy how quick like
Yeah.
I think everyone's so enamored of like, yeah, the Texans and the Packers, they should be feeling great. It's like sometimes you
It's
should.
just
Like the
if you're here.
Eagles won the Super Bowl and then 2 years later cleaned house.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, they should feel good. They got a franchise guy, and then it's like, oh shit,
Turns out he's
it's
not. All
over.
right.
Like the Niners, trade everything, go get Lance, doesn't work, and you just okay, Purdy now. And you're like, all right, sounds good. You never
Yeah.
know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it would be dumb to count CJ Stroud out as he's gonna
Yeah.
get more experience. But there's also the situation where as he gets older, he knows what the playoffs are now. So
Mhm.
there's not that youth factor of I don't know. Like I'm just playing football. Like
And
I feel
but
the
it'll
pressure of
also be other teams now seeing him and
yeah,
being like,
they got
okay,
film.
this is how we can game plan on this guy. And I think it segues perfectly into Chiefs Bills of this is why Mahomes is different.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what it looks like during the regular season. They could be the most high powered offense ever, or they could be a struggling offense with drops and they have a great defense. And then they get to the playoffs, and I'm not going to, like, obviously they've lost in the playoffs before. They lost to the Bengals and
Yeah,
they've
lost
lost to the Patriots. But, like, when push comes to shove, I'm not going to be the one to bet
no,
against it. I'm
I learned
not.
my lesson
I
last
am
year,
not
man.
going to be the guy to put my house down on. Like, this was it for the Bills. I was talking to my dad. He's like, if you're the Bills, like this was
What
like,
you do, man.
what more could you want? You're the 2 seed. You're gonna get the home game. Now they got to come to you. You had beaten them earlier in the year, and I told him, I'm like, isn't that the same thing they said about the Cowboys this year? Right? The Cowboys are
Yeah.
like, this was the one. We got the 2
Yeah,
seed. We're
right,
gonna have the home
seat,
games.
home field,
The
yeah.
defense is playing good. Dak's playing great, and then you lose. And at the end of the day, you revert back to what you've always been, your culture over the years.
Bunch of frauds.
The Chiefs will always win most of the time. I say always. They've lost like 3 times. They lost to the Pats twice, and they lost to Joe Burrow 1 time. The other times they've been in the Super Bowl.
I mean,
They lost 1 and won 2 in the past 6 years. So
I have a lot of questions for the Bills. I mean, you're running the ball phenomenally. You're taking clock. You're doing your deal. I still would like to know the reasoning behind that fake punt to Damar Hamlin. Like, what did we think
that
that
was
was
the
like his
most insane
routine?
thing I've
Like,
ever seen. And I
I
heard the
think that
announcers say that they saw that there might have been 10 men on the
10
field, and
men on the
they
field. That's what
was that an actual thing though? And they no way you're checking to a fake punt even if
I
you see 10 men.
I have no idea, especially to Damar Hamlin, dude.
It's
Like,
insanity.
if you're giving it to like Shakir across, like, okay, I get it. But if he's running it, he's gonna run to the
The
wide side.
NFL script was
Like,
in. The script was in, and they were like, you know what? We're doing this thing.
it's time to get
Damar Hamlin's gonna be a hero.
and he just got
And he just didn't. You didn't even give him a chance. He had no chance.
Okay, have you heard all the outrage going on? I think you were actually a part of this little shibui
Mhm.
about that the NFL needs to get rid of the touchback rule.
Yeah,
You think that?
I'm pro get rid of touchback rule
Okay, explain why.
because in any other fumble scenario, when someone fumbles out of bounds,
Mhm.
the ball is always brought back to the spot of the fumble, and the team who fumbled keeps the ball. The
Okay.
only time that doesn't happen is when it goes into the end zone.
Mhm.
I think it is insane that like you fumble into the end zone and then the other team gets the ball. Why? For doing what? For making you fumble? But when I fumble on all the other 99 yards of the field and it goes out of bounds, I still get the ball. That's my thing that doesn't make sense. It's like, why? Now, I don't care either. I just think you have to go one way or the other. Like,
I hear that.
if I fumble somewhere on the field and it goes out of bounds, the defense can't claim it because they didn't have possession. But then they get the touchback because like I don't
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like that's the logically it doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm not opposed to keeping the rule, but it's like I just don't see the logic in why this way it would be one thing, but then everywhere else it'd be another thing.
So I see what you're saying with that. The way that I see it is the NFL has put all the rules to favor the offense for years now. Like the defense, you can no longer, check people in the middle field. You can't really do anything like that. But I think that this needs to stay in because there needs to be some sort of consequence for why you can't just reach the ball across the goal. Like, because if that's the case and the ball's just going to come back, what's to stop somebody from diving out like Penix back in Indiana
Yeah.
and just reaching across? And if they miss it, it just goes out of bounds. It doesn't matter.
No,
Versus there has to be
yeah. No,
something
I
like
get what
some
you're saying.
consequence for the ball.
I personally think there's other rules I'd change to help the defense
Okay.
without like
So get rid of that one to get a couple
yeah,
more.
like there's a lot of
Alright.
things that I think would help I think the ground should cause a fumble.
I agree.
If the ground can cause an incompletion, why can't it cause a fumble?
That's a good question.
Like, so my knee is down on the catch, I'm down, but if I fall and bobble it, it's incomplete. But if I'm running, fall, knee hits the ground, bobble it, oh, I was down. But I was down on the catch, but I have to survive the ground for the catch. Like when somebody catches a ball and they're sliding out of bounds, but then they kind of bobble it a little bit and they
Yeah.
say, hey, you lost possession going out. If that was anywhere else on the field and he bobbled it, it'd be
It's
a
a
catch,
catch.
right? Like if it
Right.
extended when they're say someone's diving and catching a ball, right?
Right.
And they hit the ground and it bobbles. Like I always explain this, if the ground wasn't there, he was just falling through earth forever. He would catch it. Like eventually, right, he would catch the ball
Yeah,
because the ground isn't there
I get that.
to
You
fuck
see
him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that could. Those are the rules that I would change. Like, I just think there's a lot of like illogical
Yeah, I agree with you.
rules sometimes where I'm sitting there like,
You
wait
know
a
what the
second.
one that is, like,
I hate
really dumb about
I want to get this out. The one on
yeah.
defense that I hate the most is illegal contact is a 5-yard penalty, but it's an automatic first down. That shit pisses me the fuck fuck off because I know what's going to happen every time. Someone's going to run, and it's the offense that does it. The tight end just runs straight, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to break left. Let me run into this guy and then go left."
Yeah.
Oh, illegal contact. I'm like, buddy, he ran straight into him. Like, of course it's illegal. For it should be offense.
Yeah. Should be offense illegal, like pass interference or something.
I mean, I think they should be way harder on OPI or less. And I hate the. I don't think the PI should be spot foul. I think that's insane. It's what I said the other day in the chat. Also, it's like, why when this? Me and my dad have the same idea. When we're in a like end of half scenario or end of whatever, there's no time left. I'm just gonna throw it deep 4 times
Yeah, I'm gonna get
to
one from back.
one-on-ones, and I'll probably either get PI'd or I'll jump back, and I'm throwing like, I feel like it just allows you to throw a shit pass,
Mhm.
and then, like, "Oh, I'll just jump back into this guy," and then it's just bad offense getting rewarded, so those are things that I'd do to help the defense, but I'd still do the touchback thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, getting to that rule that you're talking about, I was very happy going back to that Lions Bucks game. I am so happy they didn't give Mike Evans the call on that 2-point conversion because he made no attempt to go back for the ball.
Yeah.
And they were trying to say face guarding, and it's like, bro, you just kept fading. The corner looks back and he's like there already. Like it was just so stupid.
Yeah.
The one rule I cannot stand for offense, and it goes back to a catch, is how in the hell is it that, like you said, if the ball, just going back to space, if the ball hits the ground and you don't have possession of it, it's not a catch, right? It's incomplete.
Yeah.
How is it then I can go to catch a ball, kind of have it, and then as it's on the ground, trap it with my hand? Like my hand can be on top of it, and they can say that that's a catch because I'm still have possession of it because I have control of it in my hand.
Yeah.
But the ball's touching the ground, my hand's on top.
Yeah, there's a
How
lot of,
does
like,
how does
it's
that one
always
work?
so subjective,
I
like,
need James Steratore to tell me that one.
there's no way to make it work, I feel like. It's always, like, it's
I feel
so
like,
tough
what
sometimes.
game was I watching? Oh, it was the Bills game. Did you see I think it was the defensive pass interference right in the middle, and a Bills defender was getting off of a rub route, and all he did was reach out to, I think it was Travis Kelce coming across, and he just touched him. He didn't, like,
Oh, yeah, he did a
hit
little
him, he just kinda
redirect,
did a
yeah.
little redirect, and they called 15 on that. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
that
Crazy.
type of shit, like, okay, first of all, we've already said that we believe the script is in. We think that it's gonna be the freaking
It's Travis kissing Taylor
yeah,
on the under the confetti.
yeah.
I've
It
seen it.
it has to
I've
be.
seen it in my
Dude,
dreams.
but if that happens, I need to see Jason Kelce shirtless with 2
Oh,
beers,
that'd be
Stone Cold, and
sweet.
just freaking so you have them kissing under
That'd be
the,
electric.
and then in behind, it's just a gif of him just guzzling some beers.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, that's the picture I need.
Yeah, I think well, I personally, like, I'm almost down to get rid of pass interference. Fucking let's do this shit.
Let's get bit. You know what?
Let's get active.
What if it's defensive, like, what if it's illegal touching on both sides only? So it's 5 yards and a first either way, like, that's it. There's no 15, there's no spot foul, like
Yeah, it's definitely I get why people wouldn't want it, like, they think it's so offensive heavy already. I only say it because there's a lot of rules that I would want changed
right,
again. Like, I feel like that's such like, there's so many other rules that favor the offense that, like, I don't
yeah.
like, but this one I would like, but I want some more to help the defense, so I would do a balancing act, but I get why people wouldn't want it because they're obviously not gonna change the other ones that I already said.
Oh,
So,
we there
you're gonna get
needs to
scammed
be
somehow.
there needs to be a change on the freaking, like, late hit rules on quarterbacks when they run and slide late. That shit
Oh,
needs to
yeah.
the fact that the Bills thought that Josh Allen deserved a roughing call after his, like, half slide, I'm so glad he didn't get the
Yeah, and
call
they
for that,
slide
like
so late, so it gets so hard to, like,
yeah,
to
I
judge
just,
it
like
sometimes, you know?
I'm just glad I never played defense because I don't know how you play those rules.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't touch anyone, you can't really
It's
redirect
impossible
anyone.
sometimes, it really is.
You can't hit the quarterback, and if you hit him, you can't hit him too hard. You have to lay him
Sure.
down and give him a lullaby, a glass of chocolate milk,
Yeah. No,
you know,
literally.
turn off the lights, turn
The
on the
bedtime
nightlight,
story.
yeah, turn on the humidifier, close the door quietly. Like, I I just don't understand it. I guess getting back to the game for the Bills, you're running the ball, you're doing your thing. Um, I mean, I respected how patient Josh Allen was because he's not usually patient at all.
No.
That deep ball to Diggs, you gotta come down with it. I know it's a tough ball. I mean, he
Diggs
hits you
was
right in
just
the
that
arms.
boy was struggling all game. I don't know what was not having a fun time. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, do you think they trade him?
I would. He's doing nothing for me right now.
Yeah, he's just eating cap space.
Doing nothing. Like,
You
you
guys
have to switch something up. You've had this little system for 3 or 4 years, and it has not worked. You always lose to the Chiefs anyway, so it's like,
yeah, you might
you're
as well
obviously
get
gonna keep Josh Allen. I don't know if you go all in on, "Hey, we're gonna run the ball," or, "We're gonna do this 2 tight end thing," or, "We're just gonna say, 'Hey, Josh Allen, you're running this shit now.'" Like, you gotta run around. But something's not working. I know they got a little depleted on defense, but they gotta figure something out.
Yeah, and I didn't really understand why they didn't exploit the matchup with Dalton Kincaid. I mean, every time he got the ball, great things were happening.
Yeah.
Like, he's a matchup nightmare. I understand more now
No,
when,
for real.
you remember when we watched USC get absolutely torched by him, and we're like, what is going on?"
Yeah.
And you see him torching professionals, you're like, "Okay, this guy,
Makes sense.
yeah, he's just a different."
That checks out.
Um, I mean, I think the future is bright for Buffalo. It's just, I mean, you were running into Kansas City,
The
and like you
problem is
said,
you just
Patrick
like,
Mahomes
it's
is
so hard in the AFC because it's like, you're going to have to play at some point in your run, you're gonna like, there's only so much of Allen, Burrow, Mahomes. Like, only one of them can make it to the Super Bowl every year.
Mhm.
And you chuck a Lamar in there. You chuck a Stroud in there now. You maybe chuck a Herbert in there. Um, but yeah, I don't. Who else? What other QBs?
I mean,
Who else is good in the AFC?
it's a long shot to say AR, but, like,
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe
he
you chuck
saw
the
he
Colts
looked
in
pretty
there.
good. It looks like they'd be a fun
Um,
team.
like you want to say Watson with the Browns? Probably not.
Yeah, I just don't think he wants to actually play for the Browns. I'm gonna be
Who
dead
know?
honest.
Like, does Caleb Williams go to the Raiders? Is that a thing now?
Oh,
Like,
really?
I don't know. Maybe they trade up. Someone's gonna, unless the Bears are gonna take him. Like, whatever team in the AFC gets a QB.
I could see
Like
the
like
Raiders
the
playing for
Dolphins are still in
sure.
there that are good. Like, you're gonna have a next year, Aaron Rodgers will be on the Jets. If he stays healthy, great.
That'd be
Like,
exciting.
that's
Yeah.
another team. Like, it's so hard to get through, and the only guy I know that can get through, but like
It's
Mahomes
Patrick.
can, is Burrow can.
Yeah,
At least he's done
Burrow
it
can.
one time
Yeah,
because you had Tom Brady with the Pats before, and he's gone. So at least you know Burrow can do it. But
yeah.
other than that, no one else has proven they can do it. Maybe Lamar will get the job done, but
I mean,
I'm not leaning towards it.
he's got such a stacked squad though, and it's
Yeah,
gonna
you'd
be at
like to
home. Like,
think.
you have to think that they're gonna get it done. Like, they have to get it done. But at the same time, I'm in the same place. Like, I'm not gonna be the one to fade Mahomes. Like,
No, never, never,
especially in the stands, is Jason Kelsey gonna be absolutely fucked up every game? Because if so, they're not gonna lose another game.
never. No,
Like,
no.
he is, if he's teed up, bro, if this is him in retirement, like,
I
this
know
is
it's
a
pretty.
different beast.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that.
boys are 4 for 4.
Yeah, we saw the field, and we got 2
Right?
games next week, and see if we go 2 for 2.
It's sad to think about that, though. We only got
I
2 more
know.
games left. What are you gonna do?
And then I'll just let you know right now. If it's Chiefs Niners, I might not watch.
Yeah, I
I
might
don't know if
be.
I could do that. I don't know if I can do it.
I can't watch 25 checkdowns and then hearing about how
Can't
good
do it.
Purdy played, and, I know McCaffrey's phenomenal, but, bro, if I'm gonna hear about a quarterback being good, please at least throw the ball 10 yards down the field.
Facts.
Maybe don't hit him on a flat route. Hit him on a little Texas route, give me something to look at here. Um, I mean, there's only one way to start it.
Yeah. What do we got? What are we cooking up with here?
This guy's absolutely wild. An Oklahoma lawmaker wants animal control to take furries away from schools, and he's quoted saying, "Send them to the pound."
Send him to the pound.
I mean, you look at this dude, bro. Like,
I mean, this guy looks like a freak,
I mean, he's definitely got a shotgun in the back here.
a freak of
Like,
nature.
he's pulling up and doing like some duck calls, thinking that he's
Yeah,
hunting.
yeah, yeah.
He's playing big game hunter for real. I mean,
I mean,
I
I don't.
don't.
I'm not gonna say no.
No, I'm not gonna
I'm
say
not
no
gonna say
either.
it's a bad idea.
No,
Let's just put it that way.
that's
That
enough of
might that
that.
might be the best idea I've seen all day. Get him out.
I can't remember if we've seen this video already, but this lady just She chose violence today. First of all, why is this here? just so
Guy's
pissed.
pissed. Just
Why is
so
this
pissed.
here?
That's its purpose. You could just mess with people. I might have to do this, honestly.
Yeah, I
Kinda
don't know if
seems
this is.
kinda seems like a vibe.
Is this just like at Disneyland outside of the little?
Yeah, it's at one of those little places. This might not be actual Disneyland, but
It feels like SeaWorld to me, like that. Whatever that treasure ride is, you go all the way up Atlantis.
yeah.
That it's got the vibes. I mean, but it's probably like piss water in here, recycled
Oh yeah, it's
hepatitis.
might die drinking that. Like
Yeah,
getting a little bit of it.
little gust.
Yeah, a little guzzle.
Speaking of guzzle, I mean, Dick's Pizza might have the best slogan. You haven't eaten pizza until you've eaten Dick's.
There you go. Simple as that.
Yeah, there you have it.
I mean, signed, sealed, delivered right there.
I mean, their marketing room has to be like Chad, Brad, Jake,
Yeah,
and
just the boys back there.
like
Up to
one
no good.
Russell. Yeah,
Yeah, Russell sounds good.
or like a Richard. You got to have Dick in there because he's the founder.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got Big Dick, Russell, Jake, Chad. Like,
Be
what?
better.
What are we supposed to? What are we supposed to do slogan with?
There you
I
go.
got an idea.
I got an idea. I got one.
Got one. I mean, I guess, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first. You haven't eaten pizza,
Until you've eaten dicks.
you've eaten dicks. So they give you pizza and probably a baseball bat, like
Yeah.
sporting goods. Uh, in another episode of Big Dumb Dipshit, this guy attempts to put a fork in a toaster.
Okay.
Yeah, this goes.
Oh, I gotta get it out. I gotta get it out. Oh, will this electrocute me?
Maybe. Jesus Christ.
I'm
Is he
thinking.
dead? I'm
Um,
thinking he might be dead.
well, I prefer to think he's just a little roughed up, you know?
Yeah, I mean, don't
Little
do
banged
that.
up.
Don't do that.
So we didn't confirm, but I did see another video of this where he has 2 toasters, so I think he is alive.
He's
He just
scamming?
didn't learn his lesson. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Well,
I mean, this is pretty elite.
yeah, it was a quick cut, so
Yeah,
we
I
could be
think
getting
I
some
think
Photoshop in here.
yes, yeah.
Could be getting a little finesse, a little After Effects.
Because if you think about it, if you use metal inside of a toaster that's on, you have a conductor going on here, so it's just gonna continue to circuit throughout your body, so you're not gonna be able to let go of it, and it's just gonna fry you while you're
Yeah,
standing there. So
yeah.
that's
I don't know if it
bullshit.
would explode.
No.
Be
No, I
sweet,
don't
though.
think your common toaster from Walmart or Target
Yeah, I
is gonna
don't.
have
It
firepower.
would be pretty sweet though. I'll tell you
I think
that.
if you did something like this to, like, a capacitor that was full, like, then
Yeah.
you'd get thrown because of the, probably a mixture of the energy and maybe
Sure.
some kinetic forces going on there.
Yeah. I don't
You
know.
know
I don't know the math on that, but I'm gonna trust you.
I mean, well, I did get a C in physics, so maybe.
Yeah, I got a B, but only because I changed my grade in the teacher's computer.
You what?
Only because I went back there, sat down, and just yeah, I'll take that, please.
Are you
Straight.
serious?
Oh, straight scamming,
Oh,
adding points. Or it'd be like, hey, did you turn in that? I'm like, Professor, I turned in this assignment. He's like, did you? I'm like, yeah, I swear I did. And then it'll be like, oh, okay, he'll be up there teaching. I'll be like, I'll go put it in your grade book.
what the
B minus.
bro, this guy's a fucking moron.
Oh yeah, we were scamming. You could ask Corbin about that shit. He was in class with me. Me and Corb vibing out. I think he was in that class. He was in one of those classes.
Bro, you should have just, like, told people, like, "Hey, $20, I'll change your grade."
Oh yeah, but the problem is you can't give yourself an A. That's the thing. Like I
No,
knew
no,
I
no,
can't.
that's
I wasn't gonna scam. I'm like, I'll give myself a B minus because I had like a C plus, and I'm like, you know what?
bump it
I
up.
deserve a B minus. Like I turned this stuff in. Half of it was because he was so slow at turning in grades that we literally would go in there and put so people wouldn't even finesse. You'd go in there because like, bro, I want my grade updated, and people would go in there just to put their grade in so they could see what they actually had in the class because he was just so lazy to do it on his own. So and then people just started like, you know what? because of the hassle I'm giving myself extra
Yeah, I'm
time.
giving myself like I'm
Yeah.
doing your job, so I'm gonna give myself a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's basically what it turned into. It was a vibe.
You
Then
know
I got
what?
a 1 on the AP test. So there you go. Paid $90 for that,
Dude,
or
isn't that
however
the
much those
worst?
AP tests are, just to get a 1. It's because I couldn't go to the actual test day. So I had to go
Oh,
like
you
the
didn't
next
make
week,
up.
and it was like 6:30 a.m. before school, and I was
Oh,
I was so
you're
checked. It
shocked.
was only me in there with like one of the counselors. I'm like, brother, I don't give a shit now. I'm
No, you
so
should have said,
checked.
let me just go put this grade in the back. Let me do this for you.
Yeah,
Let me
facts. I was so checked out. I got like I'm pretty sure I got a 1 officially. I don't think I passed any AP test I took. Honestly, I was just scamming my parents out of cash.
Bro, you know what the worst was? Was when you would like hustle your ass off, like studying to get a 3 on the exam, and then you got that son of a bitch in the
Oh
class that
yeah,
just seemed too easy. Like, well, I got a 5. Like,
I
what the
took
fuck?
I took
Rafa?
3 AP tests
Yeah,
only because if I were to take the test, I wouldn't have to take a final.
right. A lot of
And
people did that.
it didn't matter what I got on the test, obviously, because you get your grades back in the summer or
Right.
whenever you get them, so it's already
Yeah, I'm
over.
already passed.
I'm already done, so I'm like, I'll just take the mom, just and then I
90
just get passed through and I'll get an A in the AP class or like a B or something. I wanted to take the final where I probably am
I'm
failing that shit.
probably gonna fail that shit.
So let me just take this test and move on with my life.
$90 for success is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that was
I mean, that is.
yeah,
So
ultimate
I'm
finesse right
picturing
there.
you basically did the like iCarly deal where Sam goes in and changes his grades. You
Pretty
did that
much.
shit.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
common.
not even like secretively. Like he's up front, like teaching
Yeah,
class, and I'm
he knows what you're just.
yeah, I'm in there. Yeah. And the last like 2 months of school, we didn't learn anything because we knew that all right, we're not doing anything besides like AP test review
Mhm.
for the rest of the time. So I knew I was gonna take it, but I knew I
Right.
didn't give a shit. So we sat there. It was in the computer room, and so we literally sat back there and played computer games every day in class.
For
So
2 months.
he would teach the kids who wanted to actually learn physics, and then anyone else could just free reign, play games on the computer in the back. Didn't matter. We were like doing tournaments. Like you know the game Curve Fever?
No, I've never heard of it.
It's just like a game where you know like the Fusion Frenzy game where you try and
Yeah,
block
yeah, yeah.
people with your line. It's basically that. And it's
Oh,
just like
okay.
on the computer, but you have to use one keyboard. So like someone would use WASD,
WASD
someone
and the
would
other.
use this,
Okay.
and then you'd have to input. So there'd be like 4 hands on a computer, and someone would be like, "I'll use like Shift, Control, and the space bar," and like some other guy's using like he's using like, "I'll use a 8U and I and P," and you're like, "Okay, sounds good." And like there's 4 hands trying to like play one game. It was so trolly. That's what we did for 2 months. It was
Dude, that
elite.
sounds like a vibe.
It was so fun.
I think the one that was really popular at GHS was that like QWOP game. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking about? The
yeah. We
little
would do that one, and we would also play, like the Agario,
Guardian.
the one with the you would eat the other ball. Have you played the Slither?
Yeah,
Slither.io?
yeah, yeah. So
It's like that one, but the Agar one is like you're just a big circle. You're like a big blob, and you're just going around
oh, right,
like
right, right,
eating
right.
other things. People would just be playing that. But we did Curve Fever because it was a competition,
I love
and everyone
that.
was playing, putting like quarters on the line or something. Shit was elite. Got a 1 on the AP test.
Well, I mean, it explains why you
There you
basically
go.
do the Johnny Manziel strategy. They're like, he's
Just
got
put this
0
let's just put it this way, I didn't go to USC for school. I didn't go to USC to take physics, okay?
I'm not gonna lie. I think one of my friends was asking, they're like, "So is Zach just like really smart?" I'm like,
I
you know,
I could
he's
have been as smart
figure
as
his
I wanted
way."
to, but I was like, "Why? What's the
Yeah,
point?"
like,
Like
what do I do? What am I here for? You
yeah,
know? But it
basically.
was a hard question because like I'd be at church and people be asking, "So how's he doing in school?" I'm like, I don't.
Who
I
gives a
mean,
shit?
he's doing great. You
Like, my
know,
senior year, I got a 4.0
I
at
baby. Hey,
Damien, but it's like I got A's. I was in Hero's Journey. That was my first period class, which is like watching
how was that?
movies.
Okay.
It's an elective, so I got an A. It was with the assistant track coach. Then my second period class was econ and gov with the offensive coordinator for football, so that's an
Okay.
A.
Right.
In that class, me and my friend who was on the basketball team, we would literally, I'm just like basically telling people how I scammed high school.
Hey, it's already done. You already
So
got the paper.
we'd have questions at the end of the book, random year 10 questions,
Yeah.
and they'd be due on Fridays, and I'm not doing it. So I show up on Friday and I walk.
Oh, just open it up and
We
then
would walk up, take his teacher's edition book off his desk, go sit down at our desk, write the answers in the back of the book because they would have the answers at the end of the teacher's edition.
Right.
Just write it word for word, hand in our homework on top of the teacher's edition, and then just get 10 out of 10. I was like, that sounds good. We didn't even take a test. We didn't even take tests in that class. I don't even know what we did. It just turned into like talking about football.
I mean,
Like,
I
hey, how
can't.
you feeling about the Raiders? Like, oh, I don't give a shit.
I mean, I can't say shit. I had a class in college where it was actually like the study of football, and it basically just turned into my offensive coordinator and me studying
Oh yeah.
for the next week.
No,
so
yeah. Then my third period was
it was a
AP language or AP lit, one of the two,
joke.
which was like a hard-ish class, but it was with the head track coach. So I was like, okay, vibes. Then my one basically hard class, I had AP calculus my senior year, and I got a
Jeez.
B, but it was AP, so it's an A.
Nay,
And
right.
then I had anatomy and physiology with the 24-year-old assistant baseball coach.
He don't give a shit.
Free cash, A. We would watch what was the show called? House with what's his face? Hugh whatever, and he was in the
House.
you know House. What's that actor's name? House MD was the show.
House MD. I've never heard of this.
It's Hugh
House
Laurie. You might know. You'll know this guy's face. Honestly.
I can't say I'm familiar.
Hold on, I'm about to share my screen.
How about?
You know this guy for sure. This guy.
Oh my god.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with this guy, Omar Epps is in there as like an assistant. Some bullshit. So we just watch that basically every day, and then just like, oh, where's your femur? Right here. Where's your? So we do that, and then my last period was world religions. Free cash with this fat guy. So basically, I got 2 B's. I got a B in English, which it was an A, and then I got because it was AP, and then I got a B in calculus, which was an A, so I got a 4.0. I was like, okay, sweet.
Fucking lit.
I hear that. Yeah. So
No,
there
I
you go.
think
That's how you
those
scan.
are the funniest things was like people like my friends, like again, most of them from church and shit, would ask me how you're doing in school. I'm like, I don't know. Ask him. Like,
I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm not
Even
gonna.
if they ask me, I'm like, I don't know.
Who gives
Why do
a
you
shit?
care?
Yeah. He's running track. What do you want from him?
Yeah.
This is a high IQ level play. Speaking of rank play, like this might be the best of rank play. This is at least some crim.
Yeah, it's good shit.
They had an apartment inspection, and so they made a little art deal out of this, you know? Fragile Masculinity, and it is Artist Unknown 2024. So it's more of an
I wonder if it worked. Probably not, but it's pretty funny though.
The screws are in kind of odd places. Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know what went into like doing this, but
fuck we're doing here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but
I love the creativity.
I like it.
Yeah, but now you're out of a damage charge and also
security deposit's probably fucked now.
I mean, this is just pure
Oh
vibes.
yeah, this guy's electric.
Oh,
he does not look 16. I'll tell you that though.
No, he doesn't.
He's a weapon.
Bro, he's an absolute.
Darts is pretty. Darts is insane.
Yeah, it is.
Bro, Littler.
I think he might be up to it,
Just gets absolutely crazy.
I'll make it right.
This guy's just like trying to concentrate, like he's been doing this for you all. See, that's when you know you
right out of his flow. Miss.
Miss.
Nathan Asper, look,
out of his flow.
I think Nathan did play.
And here comes Littler.
11 or 12.
Boom.
And even then, Nathan said I was in a real tough game. But this is unbelievable. From
180s.
Back-to-back 180s.
That guy's a
to
weapon.
Start the match. They're supposed to be friends, and he's tearing into him.
Oh.
What a snap this would be. Oh, it's on. It's on. And the first leg of the match.
I have no idea what the green is.
I think the green is triple and the red is double. Because I know on the last one, everyone will scream out double 12 because it's like a red 12 and you get 24. So like he's getting 180. So the bullseye is. I don't know what the bullseye score is, but it's like so hard to hit that shit, I think. Or I don't know what the actual score is, but like they start at 501 and then you have to clear like exactly the score basically.
Oh, you have to clear 501.
So if you have a 113 left, you have to throw the darts to hit 113. Like you can't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna hit bullseyes and then I'm out." Like you have to clear it a certain way. So people go for the triple 20
To get it
because if you
started.
hit that 3 times, it's 60, 60, 60. That's 180. That's why it's called a 9 darter. So then he does it again, 60, 60, 60, another 180. So now he needs one. I don't know what he needed then on his last
Gotcha,
rack.
okay.
So then he does the like triple 19, then he throws it to another spot, then he throws it to the double 12 because that clears it like perfectly to 0. So you have to like actually be good at
Okay.
like math and shit to like know what's the like quickest way you can clear the board or some shit like that.
That makes
Pretty-
sense. I've only played darts while drinking, so we
Yeah,
didn't-
only people ever play darts is like, oh, I'm gonna hit the bullseye. Like
Yeah.
no one's keeping score really.
Yeah, one of the bars I went to, it was like a weird dart area. It was instead of being like a traditional dart board, it was like this like metal dart board, and you had like darts that just had a magnet on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you wouldn't be surprised. The machine didn't work very
Yeah,
well. So
shocker.
You'd hit like a little bullseye, it wouldn't give you shit. So
Facts.
all right,
That
that's
guy's a weapon. That guy's a weapon though. That's for sure.
Littler, dude. I mean, he's too young to even drink at the pub. So I don't know
Yeah,
where
they
he's
should give
practicing.
him drinks, honestly. I think at 16 though, you can if you're with an adult or something. They probably let him.
I mean, if you're the champion of darts,
Yeah,
I'm sure
you gotta
they'll
let
get
him
you a
have
pint.
give him something.
So I guess this is what you're supposed to do if a robber breaks down the door and tries to
Okay.
rob you. Just give me everything you got.
Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Everybody drunk out on the dance floor. Baby girl ass.
Wonder if that'll work.
I mean, you're trying to rob an Arby's. I
Yeah,
mean,
if you're robbing Arby's, man, you just head to jail.
you want a brisket, bacon, beef and cheddar? Is that what you want? Because all you're gonna get some of this little sauce here. A little bit. You want everything? All right,
Here you go.
that's what you got. A little 2-piece. I mean, maybe it did work. I did see a video that was going around on Twitter where a guy tried to rob this like girl who was a cashier, and she just flashed him, and he took a picture and walked out. So
Nice.
I mean,
What you got to do? What you got to do sometimes.
okay. I'd say both parties went back, happy with the end result.
Yeah.
This is kind of crazy. So this guy's trying to illustrate how his dog can figure out the snack bag versus any other bag, which I'm sure my dog could, which is kind of scary.
Probably.
I'm sure Ray can as well.
For sure.
Okay. First of all, the hell type of
I
snack
don't even
bag?
know what that is. Some shitty snacks.
Second of all, this one sounds way different than the other ones.
It does sound a little bit different.
No, he-
One thing that Ray can do, I think, is if she's outside, she can tell by the car.
Really?
I think so because like I'll pull in,
Mhm.
like before I'll drive because I can see like when I'm about to pull up, basically I can see the fence in the back if she's standing there,
Mhm.
and by the time I get up, like I can see her standing there already. Like she knows what car is pulling up. Like she'll know when my dad's coming home. She'll like know it all. She's
Would he go to the
freaking
garage
insane.
door?
Yeah, she'll
She'll
know
know.
everything. It's pretty insane.
All right. Good job,
She'll definitely
Ray.
know a snack bag for sure. I mean,
Oh, yeah. This is just hilarious. I mean, get another fat person doing some skinny person
here we
activities.
go.
Little fat stooge going after him.
Fucking run!
Why? I don't think I'll have to run, quite frankly. No offense to your speed abilities.
Oh, you think so?
I think I'm probably faster walking backwards.
Fucking
You think so? This guy's a jackass.
No offense to your
The speed abilities. What are you talking about? Stat boosts and shit.
This guy's been playing too many video games.
Oh, literally.
Like, I mean,
That's good shit though.
I don't know what we're doing, but
It
yeah,
ain't
Come
good.
on.
Why? I
I'm
don't think I'll
not really worried.
have to run, quite frankly. No
You
offense to your
You
speed
better
abilities.
run.
Oh, you think so?
I think
You think so? Then she just turns around
And
anyway.
probably faster walking backwards.
He said, "Ah, fuck it, ain't worth it."
And he said that, and she's like, "You're probably right, honestly."
She's like, "I gotta walk back to the car, and then I gotta fuck."
I wonder what happened that led to this.
I don't know. I mean, with
There's probably a video out there.
maybe, but if it's like a typical Karen, it could be anything.
Yeah, literally. She
I
goes, like,
saw
"You
a
stole my
lady-
parking spot." It's like, what? I've been parked here for like 30 minutes.
I saw that one. I saw a lady pull up right next to a dude and say that he parked too close to her, and she was gonna make a citizen's arrest. And it's like, I was, and you.
Yeah, like
you know?
I don't think that's how it can actually work.
Yeah, and I do love the fact that people are like, "No, I'm putting you under citizen's arrest. You have to wait." Like, no, I don't. I don't. Especially with a Karen. Like, what are you gonna stop me from leaving?
Facts.
Like she's not even willing to chase him like 10 feet.
Yeah.
So
You better look chasing me in the car, lady.
and I mean a good defense too is if you have some snacks in your pocket, I mean maybe let those drop and
Some little Scooby snacks or something. Lead her on a
Yeah.
mad like a trail.
or like a bag of Skittles, pop that open and just let that
Yeah,
thing ride.
that could work.
I'm just thinking outside the box here.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. No offense to your speed abilities. I'm gonna keep that one in the back pocket.
Uh,
It's like the most like respectful jackass thing to say. This is actually really cool. So you know how we've been playing Warzone before, and it'll say like a precision airstrike coming to me. You have no idea where, so you're
Yeah.
just kind of running for the hills. There's a new feature coming to Warzone in Season 2 that will show you the path of the precision airstrike on the mini map.
Yeah, I think they fucked this up because I heard people that were, or maybe not this specifically, but there's no icon when precisions come in Warzone. So you just get silent precision. You don't even know it's coming in. There's no like red plane or anything, so you just like die. You're like, wait, there was a precision, and you have no idea.
They're like, what? It's like real war. If you don't have the intel, you don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's been a thing recently.
Oh my god, they just can't. Like they just.
But
they
this is a
keep
good
stepping
change
on
though.
their
This is
dick. I like this.
until you are outside of that little area and you still die, and you're like,
Oh, you
okay,
still
what
will.
gives?
It's the same thing like how on high rise, how you could be just low gas over by helipad, and there could be a nade that goes over by back green, and it'll still blow up and kill anyone near that. Like, and you can't use a trophy because it's gonna explode. It's just a bunch of horseshit. This is exactly what you think it is. This is like WWE's bargain edition, with a disabled.
This can't go well.
I'm sure this is a hate crime. Like I fully think so. I think it's Randy actually, not Reggie. You even break the glasses, you prick.
Dang, was this stage or did he just like decide I'm gonna smack the shit out of him?
I hope
Gotta
it's-
be staged at some like a little bit. That was a real slap too. Like that wasn't a fake slap.
No, he went for it.
He said, "Hey, I got to do this, man, in front of these 50 people in this
You're
random
wondering-
ballroom."
We have this random like what looks like a gym, but we
This
have
is a
like,
hotel ballroom,
chandelier.
100%.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
What
so.
hotel is bringing Randy in? With the,
You got to sell tickets somehow.
and then,
This was the big moment of the night. This was like this was the climax of the whole show here.
this fucking. All right, I'm gonna run your ass over. Like, wait, 5 miles an hour. There you go. Full power ahead. That's like when Plankton
Dang.
steps into maximum overdrive.
Facts.
That's what happened. We got a guy just
Yeah, I
chilling here
mean,
watching this shit. Like,
Don't film this. I don't need to see this.
that is absurd. Okay, some more college football news. The
Dang,
former Alabama
Iowa.
offensive tackle Caden Proctor is committed to Iowa.
Did not see this. Iowa's
Schmidt.
crazy.
Ty Schmidt's gonna be happy.
I mean, they're gonna be shit, so who
Got- Yeah,
cares?
you still got Deacon.
You just wasted your like.
Just wasted your prime.
You just stayed at Bama. Like, I don't know why these guys are so quick to like just dip on out.
Well, we'll hear
Insane.
from the the Mr. Alabama himself.
Okay, bet.
Apparently there's a farming simulator league, and I believe these gentlemen, the old farmers, are very intrigued by what's happening.
This is insane.
I'd like to know how you win.
This is crazy.
I'd like to know if it's a best of 5 in the cornfield. Like how
Yeah, what is it like? Who can clear the field the fastest or most efficient, or
that's
probably
that's
probably
the
something
question.
like that.
And we
Probably who
got.
can clear the field the fastest.
It looks like we're going 4v4 here. Oh no, is it threes?
3.
No, there should be a fourth because unless that's like a
I don't think so. I think it's
We got
threes. You got or it's a
threes.
team of 3. It's like a 3-on-3.
Yeah, like a 3-on-3. There's like a red and a blue here. So like
Yeah, there's a blue team. Yeah, on the other side of the stage. I think you can kind of see the edge of the. Yeah, there's a separate side of the stage for sure.
right.
So there's a blue team. I think they all control one thing together.
You think so? So it's 3.
It has to be, right? Because there's only one screen, so there can't be that much shit going on. So maybe someone, like one guy controls the speed, the other guy controls the left, and the other guy controls right. I have no idea. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
No, but wait, what was that over?
Because
I
there's
don't know
definitely
what-
a red, because on the screen, like low left, it's split
Yeah.
screen, and low left is red, and top
Yeah,
left
and
is blue.
it's
So
blue.
they're all doing something. So, or maybe they're just showing certain guys' POVs right now. Maybe they're all doing the same thing, and they're just looking at a certain guy's POV.
You take the best time and then you put that against their best time. Like how?
I don't. I might have to look this up off air.
Yeah, I might have to see. I might have to get like my favorite team and see if I can buy a jersey for this.
Facts.
'Cause I might
Does,
tune into
does Optic have a team?
this. Dude, Optic Farming Simulator team.
That'd be.
Oh, I'd love the YouTube content for that.
That'd
Or
be
the
pretty
streaming
elite.
content. Get AJ Dillon signed on there for the off season. Oh, he'd be so sick. Yeah, I'm gonna need to look into that, but that is incredible. Okay. These guys need to be elevated into a higher league than this this high school level shit.
Let's see.
This is elite casting.
Jet Kennedy guarding down low, and the steal. I can see a big
Sam
one.
Freeney!
Oh my God! Sit down, little boy. Let the man fly. I don't care about the technical. He is up in the sky, sending it down, big man. Sam Freeney. Boom, 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 boom. That's a body. Put him in the sky and let him fly.
This is why you need student announcers for games like this, because there too many of these games are like these random random guys that come in from out of nowhere, old guys. Let the students run the show. It's so much better, and they actually know the players.
Put him in the sky and let him fly.
Yeah, there's been too many high school, because I like watching high school basketball, and there's so many announcers that are like just randoms that come in like, hey, you got to do this whatever game. Like let the students do. Yeah, there's a site called NFHS where a lot of high school sports are on, and they'll just have random announcers, like your C-level announcers do all this shit. And I'm like, let like the students do it, because one, they know the players that are playing. So they know everything about them. Like they have a little, and they're like invested more into the game. So it's a little bit more lively of a broadcast instead of just these random old guys talking about some bullshit.
Yeah. This guy's got me hyped up. Put him in the sky and let him fly. Bang, 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 bang.
Pretty insane.
Because if he just did bang, then you could get sued. So you can't do that. But if you do bang, 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 that's your own thing. I mean, in another edition of Cheating or Nah,
let's see.
You let us know what you think here.
All right.
Playing top 250, huh?
What the?
Good angle.
Confirming next hard point. Stand by.
I'm gonna say he's cheating.
All right.
I'm gonna say somehow, some way, this guy's cheating. I'm gonna go with yes.
You're gonna go with the final answer. You're locking up.
I do. I'm a hater on this colorway that this guy's working with for like kills and deaths and score. Like I hate when people just do some random shit like this. Like
I need to know how to switch mine.
light blue, but like yours is light blue and the enemy team, or yours is dark blue and the
Yeah,
enemy team is
that was
light blue,
weird.
like, and then your team is this dark green and black. Like it's so bad. Like I don't know what the hell's going on. Give me bright red, bright blue. My contest is yellow. My off the hill, sometimes it's white. I have it as pink, just so I can see that shit where the new hill is gonna be.
I'm gonna need
What are
that.
we
I'm gonna need
doing?
those settings after I switch mine over.
Yeah,
I think it's like colorblind too or some shit.
Yeah, it's some bullshit.
I can't remember. My friend had me switch it in MW2, and clearly I didn't remember because I'm a big dumb dipshit. So what are you gonna do? Yeah, this is insane. Bills Mafia might be just the most different fan base. That's why it's disappointing that they're not going to a Super Bowl. Cause like, this is insane. I think this is a Lions guy that joined.
Oh really?
But I mean, you want to talk about lighting a fire under someone's ass? This takes the cake. I tell you.
Damn.
They literally lit a fire under his ass.
Stop, drop, and roll, kid. Get on the ice where it's
Gold. I was lighting a fire under his ass. One more time. Tailgate just broke. How much lighter fluid they threw on there? Like,
yeah. I mean, it's too much.
it's absurd. It almost like Happy Days.
You're trying to
Happy
kill this
Days
guy.
on fire. Like, this is just crazy. Yeah, talk about lighting a
There's
fire.
always American football player or football fans are just the most
Just
insane.
lovely. Just wonderful people. Do you remember these days?
Oh yes.
I remember
Bring
going
this
into the book
back.
fair
Bring
and
this
just
back when you got to
reading it.
find the booklet.
Right.
My dad would tell me about like yeah, once we like you don't have to do this now for games, but he was like, yeah, like if you were stuck on a level, like you had to just like you had to thug it out on your own. You had to figure it out.
Yep.
Or there sometimes it came with a booklet.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you could flip through like a little booklet, but most times it wouldn't. And then he's like, once you found a like code, eventually you get to a part of the game where you could like type in a code and then it would take you to a certain level or take you to whatever thing. You could
Yeah.
skip a part of the game, but yeah. Or you had to have your save card, like shit like that.
Memory card and chat.
Yeah.
I loved when they had like you could that was like your pre-order reward was if you like pre-ordered like the Halos that came out, you would get the booklet, the gamer guide, and like
Yeah.
have like level walkthroughs. Like there was one flood mission me and my brother were stuck on, and we're like, all right, fuck it, gotta pull out the booklet.
Yeah. Now you just hit a little quick Google and someone's already done it somewhere somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, it really takes the fun out of it.
It just makes things a little less challenging, that's for sure.
You don't feel as good about beating it though. Like you used to have a pride, like, yeah, I beat that shit, and then now you don't. I mean, you could probably tell.
This can't be good.
Yeah, you
Little Tomb Raider tattoo.
Yeah, you could tell this is gonna go. So that's what we're looking at, and then maybe if you squint.
Jesus.
Don't worry, it's just stuck on you forever. That's on your arm forever.
This is why you don't get a $20 tattoo and just get absolutely screwed over.
Oh my god. Oh, this looks like. Did you ever watch Temple? It was like a Nickelodeon like game show. It's called like Temple of the Lost.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. I don't even know.
This looks like the guy, the island head guy.
The little island head. Yeah, the Easter Island head. Like
yeah. What's that game called? Now I need to know.
Temple of the Lost City, I think. I used to be so locked watching that one. Or do you remember Gus? Teams would like compete in these.
It was Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That's the one.
Legends of the Hidden. What was the other one that was like kind of like Survivor, but it wasn't?
I think it was Gus, where they have like a ref and you do these different challenges, and then like you'd go up that like mountain that was exploding as you're going through it. Shit.
No, yeah, but then there was a show called Endurance. You remember the show Endurance?
Oh.
It was I don't know if it was a Nickelodeon. No, it was a Discovery show. It's literally like Survivor, but it was just for kids.
So Billy just gets eaten by a bear, and they're like, "Hey, that's nature."
Yeah.
Tough shit. That's just tough. Yeah, don't spend $20 on a deal there. I mean, first of all, I didn't even know this was possible. I didn't know this type of thing existed, and I don't know where do you find something like this? Like, what facility has this type of shit?
That shit is hilarious. Guy breaking breaking speed, like all the speed records and shit.
In wheelchair sprints.
It's not right. Like, nobody, you didn't win. You didn't win the prize.
Who's the jackass that set this up?
Yeah,
Hey.
honestly.
Try your best against the fastest sprinter we have.
They're just being jackasses. I love it though.
And as I said, I thought.
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
I
there it
shouldn't-
is.
I didn't kick them while they're down. I kicked them while they're down.
One playoff win.
Yeah, since 1996. I don't know about you. I don't think you were born yet either, right?
I was not. I was 99.
I was 99 as well. So
Yep.
this is before our time.
Way before.
One conference championship, 0 for the Cowboys. Since 2019, since the Cowboys have been saying, this is our year. This is our year. This is our year.
Yeah, here we go. It's our year.
Here we go. Most annoying
So
game of
bad.
all time. Oh my god, bro.
Worst.
He pissed me off on Thanksgiving so much.
That shit would do nothing but piss me off.
2 playoff wins for the Lions. 1 for Dak and the Cowboys. I mean,
Yeah.
At what point do you turn the reins over to Trey?
Right?
And just say, I'm just gonna get rid of
Just
Dak.
give me something different, you know?
Yeah, because like you said, this whole shebang, you've been trying it for about 4 years now, and nothing. You got nothing to show for it. Yeah. So take that one, Cowboys. Hold that. And then this is just beautiful. I mean, okay. So the one reason why everyone was hating on the Chiefs possibly winning the Super Bowl is because of this lady right here and Mahomes' brother just being an absolute jackass whenever they win.
Being a dog.
His dad's not a problem. But if this man is going to be a part of this Super Bowl push every game, it might be
I mean,
back on the Chiefs wagon.
they might be on that shit.
Look at this guy. This doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't give a shit. He jumped out of the
How that
out of the thing at some point.
Bro, he is so drunk. Just loving life.
Loving everything about it.
Dude. If this is retired Kelsey, I could get used to that part. Although it'd be sad to not see him next year playing. I don't know if he tried is the right answer. But I mean, yeah, there you go. No,
Oh! Does that person look up randomly like that guy was not above her the whole time, you know?
yeah.
Like she just looked up last year like, oh shit. It's like this guy hasn't been rappelling down this whole time.
Yeah. Why was that his move? Straddle, drop. You get a
Just
leg
like
wrap and
jumping on top of her head.
This is what happens when you watch too many Mission Impossible movies. You think
Yeah.
you're Ethan and you can just slide down and use every part of your body. I'm not even sure how this thing's holding both of their weight. I figured that would just break.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Good try.
I can't confirm that she's alive, but I can't confirm that she's dead either. So
Yeah,
T's
so
and P's, you know?
T's and P's regardless whatever happened, you know, hopefully
Hope it's all right, but
yeah, praying.
took a little fall damage, that's for sure. This is what Twitter brings to me at about 1:30 in the morning if I'm still up. This is Dwarf versus Goat.
Okay.
Do you have any bets that you'd like to
I'm gonna
hedge here?
throw a bet on the goat. I'm putting everything I have on the goat.
Okay.
Put it that way.
Okay. So you're taking
Everything.
everything. Yeah. I mean, he looks like a mean cuss. Like he don't take shit. Let's see if your bet pays off.
When you're a little bearded mother effer, it's not wise to take on the goat. The GOAT brings in the headbutt from hell and crushes his little cantaloupe
Free.
melon. What the hell pants were
Free.
those? Those were weird.
It's a
Take
free
a quick
play.
look. He starts messing with the greatest of all time.
That was a
The
free
greatest of
parlay.
all time. GOAT comes in with the headbutt from hell.
Damn.
Booyah, straight to
Two
the
dumbass
dome.
down.
Sends him into the depths of gravel hell and is hiding behind a small pebble over there, I think.
That's not right.
Sit your dumb ass down, kid.
He's hiding behind a pebble.
Yeah, I mean,
Hopefully Steve has some more videos like this, because
Not
if so,
good.
I will be. He's an MMA/sports commentator, narrating random videos from across the world. So we might see a lot more of this guy.
Yeah.
In the feed here, and I'm looking forward to it because that was perfect. This is the Spider Gwen I was talking about.
Oh, okay, here you go.
This lady breaks the speed climbing world record, and it's
And the other way, first side. Great start from Joubert.
Damn.
Miroslava's already come back. And Ireland slid the lead. Here comes Alexander Miroslav with a time. 6.84 seconds. And the world record has gone. And the other way,
Ow.
first side. Great start from Joubert.
Yeah, I mean,
Miroslava's
she is
already come
absolutely
back.
flying.
And Ireland slid the lead. Here comes Alexander Miroslav with a time.
so I think they got the COD movement system from her.
Yeah, and just put it on a wall.
Yeah.
So how cracked can we be?
I mean, this lady,
It's pretty
Alexandra, is
insane.
cracked.
Oh yeah, she's locked in.
Oh, no G field needed for her. Post might include sensitive content. I don't remember what it was, so it clearly wasn't worth it. Another edition of What the Hell Are We Doing at the Gym? I mean,
Oh, these are classic.
first
You'd
of all,
think people would learn by now. Put the Crocs in sport mode, please.
thank you.
Right?
Crocs, if you're gonna wear them, I don't wear.
That's
Crocs,
step
I can
one.
say.
That
But
is
yeah,
step one.
Put them in sports mode. Secondly, maybe don't look at the impending doom down here. Maybe start getting a little run up. Like get yourself at least in the zone.
Yeah.
What is that? Wake, run, lift, eat, sleep, repeat, or something. Like what are we?
Yeah. Nothing good.
I don't feel motivation from this.
No.
I thought this actually was going to spell out walrus, and that would have been hilarious. Just the acronym.
That would be good.
But I mean, nothing good happens here. And then you gotta let go.
You can't step on and not be ready to go.
Why did she say breathe?
Or maybe she said Bree. Maybe that's her name.
I thought she
Bree.
said breathe. Let's
Maybe.
see.
Good.
Let's
Good.
slow mo it. Shit. Okay, it's there.
Bree.
I
Breathe.
think Bree. I think Bree.
Is that what
Yeah,
my
that's it.
audio
I think
sounded
that's-
like? Two
maybe.
minutes stream.
I mean, yeah, not great.
Probably sounded like some like Five Nights at Freddy's, like shit was over the top of it. That would actually be kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, Bree,
Let's lock it in.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have the Crocs in sports mode. We don't have a proper setup for this. We're looking scared.
We're
like
looking
the
real
moment's too
bad.
big for us. Like, yeah, it's just not good. Yeah, I think Call of Duty's trying to turn into Fortnite, and I don't
What the-
love it.
My gosh, this looks insane.
So imagine you're in a 1v1 round 11.
You get chowed by this shit,
You get chowed by Rubber Ducky.
and you shooting your body and shit, debagging it. I'd be checked.
I might delete the game. I might just.
Yeah, it might be done.
I might jump out my
Might
window.
might be all she wrote for me.
Like, there's no there's no way. There's no way.
Freaking Daffy Duck just spits on you.
Spit on. Oh, could you imagine if they gave him a voice changer?
That would be crazy.
Dude,
That would be going too far.
Okay.
They'd be milking it at that point.
the next skins that they need to come out with, the Toon Squad. Give us like Bugs Bunny, Daffy
That'd be
Duck,
crazy.
Tasmanian Devil,
Mm-hmm.
Tweety Bird. Oh,
What?
might as well. I mean, we're already going to this Mickey
know.
Mouse bullshit. Or just give us like, dude, Five Nights at Freddy's skin would be kind of hard.
That would be crazy.
Oxy challenge down the hall.
That could work. I mean, there's definitely options. They just give us the worst shit every year. So,
I mean, instead I get a fucking
like when they gave us like the Levi skin, he was Mexican. It's like, okay, what are we doing?
Oh, I was so hyped for that, and it just didn't. It turned into be like Pablo Sanchez instead of Captain Levi. Just didn't develop. Yeah, this was not right, but I had.
It was insane.
This is where the script came from. So clearly, these gentlemen were running the show here, and so they told McDermott for part of his challenge, otherwise he would fail punishment. You have to run the fake punt from your own 30 with DeMar Hamlin, and turned out to be pretty hilarious. I'd like to count here because they said there was 10 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. 1, 2, 3,
Maybe there was 10.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
And then a
10.
returner. Yeah, so there was 10.
Well, why are we running here instead of here? The
I don't
hole
know.
is here.
You would
The
think
whole-
that you would think that they could block it up. I don't know how they didn't manage to. Maybe that's what happens when you have your safety trying to run between the tackles, and like he's not gonna read the freaking hole. He plays defense.
Dude, honestly, if you had James Cook sneak out here, I'd respect the call more. I'd be like,
Yeah.
no, you know what? I get it. And I think James Cook would have got it because I think James Cook puts his foot in the ground and hops out
Oh,
here.
he probably does, but then they're probably keying off that. It's like, why the fuck is James Cook in the game on this punt?
Why the fuck
what
is
the hell's going on here? Something's up.
What if he wears one of those stick-on numbers so he's number 3, goes out there as Demore?
Honestly, maybe that could work.
I just don't like that play call at your own 30. Your defense has been playing decent, not great, but like you've been forcing Mahomes to drive the length of the field. And you just say, you know what? Fuck it. But that's the Bills for you. This Boston side is still getting people, man.
People
It's not
just
shut
won't
down
learn, huh?
I can imagine the snow and stuff too.
Oh
but
yeah, it's probably crazy.
Look at this shit.
Dang, what goes wrong in there?
I think it's the turn right here mixed with like the ice.
It gets you like
Just
facing the other way, maybe?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think this guy might have tore his balls hitting this
Yeah, this
side.
guy's dead, maybe.
Right about.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is a dummy. Like I think this has to be something.
You think?
It doesn't move.
I don't know. Maybe.
There's zero
He
movement.
definitely hits though, like a guy.
Maybe. You could just be high at the same time.
Could be on drugs.
These or something.
Bam, bam.
Oh,
It's a double hit right there.
Oh.
Maybe it is a dummy. I don't know.
So we
Either
got a-
way,
If not, we got a gooch shot going all the way. Shot and, If I could enhance that, I would probably do it, but I don't know. But yeah, that thing will take down grown men. See Jason Kelsey take this on, he'd win.
oh for sure. I mean, I don't know if he'd fit in there, but
He just
it a
gets
try.
in and just
you can give it a try.
yells out "fuck my life" as he goes down.
Basically.
And then we had to hear from Mr. Alabama.
Hey, Willie.
Willie.
Willie? Yeah. That sign up above your head right there says "Be a champion."
This is the total champion when it run out on the field and get booted.
This is where.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is where-
Oh,
that's
yeah.
What that means? That
That's
means
right.
something.
That's where they go. They hit.
He's wearing shoes this time.
They blitz.
Yep, that's right. If you had to pick a reindeer right now, Willie, who's your favorite reindeer?
Blitz.
That's what I thought. Roll Tide, roll.
Don't give a-
Piss about nothing but the Tide Blitz, Bama Blitz.
Oh my gosh.
Alabama football wins.
What do you think, Willie?
It's it. It's what it comes down to. Fans are the unstoppable tide of college football. The force to be
If you don't want to come here, you crazy, man.
You don't want to come here. What's wrong with you? You walk
You think Kalen DeBoer is like leaning into this?
Man, you might have
When it
to.
come
I
blitz,
love it.
Willie,
When it comes to blitz.
everybody walks down this here, don't give a piss about
Nothing
nothing
but
but
the
the Tide, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Roll.
This guy's at least he's wearing shoes.
Yeah, bro.
They put some shoes on him for this.
What's your
Thank you, Willie.
Thank
Blitz.
you. Blitz.
Gotta respect him, man. They don't
This
make
was-
him like him.
This was not right. So this is what people are saying that the Bills should have had DeMar Hamlin do on the fake punt, and
Okay.
you could keep an eye on big fella here.
Yeah.
Luke Ferguson on a fake punt throws and it's intercepted. Picked up.
Insane.
That's not
That's not right at all. That's not right at all.
Luke Ferguson.
That is not right at all.
Oh my god, whoever came up with this one. I mean, first of all, great fun, but second of all, that's just
Yeah, I mean
that's insanity.
that's going to hell, basically.
I think this is the last one. Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh is set to meet with the Los Angeles Chargers for a second time, according to Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Looking
be
like
a
Harbaugh's going to be a Charger and
Falcon.
Bill's going to be a
Falcon.
Falcon. Looking like how this thing's going to shape up.
I lied. This is the last one.
Oh
This
yeah,
one-
oh yeah.
This is kind of crazy, but Zach Ertz signed with the Lions practice squad.
Yeah, I guess so. Get him in there for the two. I mean,
I don't know.
boy, he's just tagging along for a ring. I guess like a last second ring chase.
I didn't even know you could sign
Neither did I.
someone this late. I thought it had to be like right before the playoffs.
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know how. I don't know
Because
the
if not,
rules.
why
but-
don't we have like Calvin Johnson signing to the Lions right now
Yeah,
just to get
Good
his
point.
ring? You know what I mean? Like
that's a great point.
maybe he didn't think about that. He's oh shit. What if he
Yeah,
does that? They win
I
the
mean, he's
NFC
only practice squad, so I guess I'll have to elevate him for somebody. But maybe they have that in mind, or somebody's hurt that they know isn't going to play. They're like, might as well get another experienced tight end in there.
I
Not
mean,
really
they said
sure.
so. You know, Hawkinson is out, so you have Laporta. But Laporta's kind of banged up, so maybe you get some depth behind him. I don't know. Hey, hopefully you get a ring, Zach. You know,
Yeah.
be nice. Because he a part of the Eagles team that
Yeah.
won?
Yeah,
Okay,
he got a ring, but now he's on that ring chase. He's on that ring chase lifestyle. I respect it.
All right, man. I mean, you got anything else for the people besides that DeMar Hamlin fake punt? Which
I
was-
think, yeah, if you're gonna run a fake punt, let's not run it with the safety. Let's maybe have like a up back, like a fullback being that guy, and not DeMar Hamlin.
Or maybe-
They thought that the NFL script was in their favor to a crazy extent. It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No,
Good try though.
Yeah, you tried your best. I would say if you're gonna have DeMar Hamlin run it, maybe have him run to the wide side of the field where he can make a move as
Sure.
opposed to just, not have any green grass to go. But
Yeah.
that's just me. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
let us
Oh
know
yeah.
down
Oh yeah.
below if you think the Lions will continue the run of destiny and MCDC will just be holding the championship trophy. This is wonderful, man. City of Detroit, man. I
Need it.
told you.
I need it.
Yeah, I need it. All right. See ya.
See ya.